Connect to Mahalia's Corner, Season 8, 2018. And right now I'm here with a living legend. I heard the man write over 1,000 songs. So we're going to find out a little bit about the Gabbers, the man that's a doctor, Dr. Anthony Carter. Good night, sir.
Good night, good night.
Glad to have you here, sir.
My pleasure.
I want to know how you arrived by the nickname Gabby as your child.
Well, from the time I was small, I had two distinct things that happened. One, I was in school singing, excuse me, and the teacher, like, he couldn't take it on because it was kind of like silly of me. I was disturbing the class. So the man said to me, that cacophony of noise, I never heard big words like that before, that you're making, that is not singing. And by the way, we are here. So if you don't want to learn, it's okay, but these other children would like to learn. So I would suggest that you get the gift of Gab, if anything, so you could communicate with us, you know, and become a Gabby. And I said, oh, well, so I went and look it up. It said talkative or eloquent speakers. They say that's how it be for true. And then my first ever movie was a movie with a man named Gabby Hayes. And I fell in love with this man. And ironically, a few months later, guess what? A man called Forbes, we used to call Fox in Chapman's Lane. He had a goat named Gabby, a ram, and it bat me one day so hard. And so the boy starts teasing me, calling me Gabby, Gabby. You get back by Gabby. And I just like the day. I said, well, this name good. And then when the guy said Anthony and Tony, I said, nah, Gabby, right? I answered to Gabby, and the name stuck. I mean, just like that.
Now, you mentioned movies. Now, I know you do a little acting in the Barbados Theaters Workshop. I want to know about the years, how that experience was for you.
Great. It really opened me up because I wasn't confident playing guitar and singing with myself. I didn't mind singing and writing, but not playing and singing. And when Paul Webster brought this play, I went and I saw a rehearsal, and he told me he wanted one song. I said, okay. And I went home and I wrote 5. And I called him and I told him. He said, wow, Gabby, 5 songs, man. No, I only need one. I told him, listen. And when he heard the songs, he said, Gabby, all these songs fit perfectly. How you get that too? I said, oh no, I just saw it, and that's how it came to me. And then there's a guy called Jerry something, a Trinidadian guy. He was studying at Baruch College, and he couldn't find time to rehearse and all that. So Paul asked me to read the script one evening, and I read it. And then I went home with the script, and like a fill-in for Jerry. And when I came back then, he said, script's out. And he said, where's your script? I said, I don't need the script. He said, but you have to go to script. I said, no, I learned the play. He said, what do you mean by the play? I said, you mean your part? I said, the whole play. I could read anybody's part. In one night, I sat the whole night for about 8 hours without sleeping and learned every part. And then he said, okay. And when I went on and I did it, he said, wow, Gabby, man, that was great. He said, man, how you act like that? He went to Jerry. Jerry, you think he would play soccer? Jerry said, sure, no problem, because they saved me because I got so much work to do at school. And that's how I got the part then on the day I saw as an old man. But what I did was to see my grandfather. This man that Pajan, he was like my grandfather. His behavior, his language, his idiosyncrasies, everything was my grandfather. So I said, this is it, man. I want to act, and I want amongst the actors themselves, they voted me as best actor, best male actor. So it was a good experience for me, and it opened me up because I was able then to come and do my folk. When the group went back, I stayed and I did folk songs and this and that too. Lambia Motley at Yarba. My first thing, me and a guy called Philip Bannister, we did a show called The Quiet Storm. Never forget that. And from there, then people start, had to do recordings and this and that, and the shows, and people started noticing, and they started singing songs like Riots and this and Bridge Tongue and all that, and it started to mash on from there.
Just like that.
Yes.
So from 1976 straight to the 80s, you had a string of hit songs.
Yeah.
Now, what are your favorite songs in the 70s, and what are your favorite songs in the 80s, and why?
Well, Needles and Pins would have been the 70s song. For Calypso. Of course, songs like Bridgetown, Riots, Take Down Nelson, all those came in the late 70s and thing too, and stayed until today. I guess the Emerton would be the one for sure, right? Of all of them, and in terms of folk songs, and the calypso is a harder thing. Both Eddie Grant and myself, we like a Black Man Wake Up, and if anything, it would be wrestling, politician, and maybe culture. And a lot of people like Jack True Boots.
Yeah,
there's so many.
Yeah. Now, my question to you now, in terms of the music that you put out, what the direction that's happening right now in soca, what do you think about it? Do you think it's kind of watered down? Do you think the messages that they're putting in needs to improve?
I love to be candid and truthful. We have the beat, but we don't have the songs. The songs are not there because the songs are centered around about 5 to 6 subjects. Woman, bumper, ram, hands in the air, and a couple others. We need to get broader and see, messages in there, things that could touch. That would take the song further than Barbados, because most of our songs nowadays stay here. Not anybody in St. Lucia know any Barbadian songs like really know it in the days when we had the Jack and Spring Garden and Raga Raga or something like that. You don't have that. And plus, by the way, when we go to places like Europe and so on, and we play, even if we got new songs, the people want to hear the old songs.
That's right.
I was in Costa Rica 3 weeks ago, and all the old clips, this is what they play, and thing is, they have the new songs. The only new song they play is the one, "Oomba Doomba Doomba Da, Hello Hello." That's the only new song that they played. All the others were Arrow, Sparrow, Kitchener, Lamb, Short Shirt, Crazy, Baron, David Rather, the old Marshall Montana stuff, Bag, some of my stuff, and so, Gillo. They really are not too much into what's happening now, but I know it can happen. I always say this is at the embryonic stage, and it is definitely going to get better because once you got the beat, you could create the melodies and the feel that will last a long time, and not just for a crop over and over.
So are you still writing for the young artists now, or are you just being a mentor,
I still write. Last year at the semi-final, I had like 11 songs in the semi-final, this year, again, I think I had 8 or 9 in there, but I just do it quietly and call that day, I work with quite a few people. I work with Adrian Clark. I worked with a couple of people that did well. Donella, so even if I don't write the song, I would make input in it. So change this, do that, But for any artist, it doesn't matter. I don't think about who thank you, if you're female, if you're male, if it's once you're an artist, I don't care if you come from St. Lucia, Grenada, Barbados, Trinidad, Jamaica. I don't care where you come from. And I could work with you. I will do so.
So my last question to you, why is it so important to go into the primary school and the secondary school and give your input on certain things?
That's so important. I've been at St. Paul's now for about 12 years, but I have been in many. I've done a program in many primary schools and some secondary schools. Even if I gotta go there. Even if I did one performance, one lecture, one something. I mean, St. Leonard's, Harrison's College, Queen's College, Combermere, Aline School, the Springer Memorial. I could go on and on and on there, like St. Mary's, Wesley Hall, Luther Thorne. I can't remember all of them, but Bear Primary, St. Lawrence, so many. Good Shepherd. I've done programs at all of these schools or performances or something that connect to the students, to the pupils.
I'm glad you mentioned St. Leonard's because if I'm correct, you went to school at St. Leonard's.
Yes.
And that was the school I went to school at. So
Oh, wow.
I
Good.
remember the days you coming in there, right? Yeah.
Oh wow, good. That's nice. St. Leonard's has a hall that is so good. I've seen that they tend to improve the acoustics in it. And I believe some of the crop over things, especially the junior marathon thing and so on, should be held at St. Leonard's because they're going to get pretty good sound. And the space, and it surprise people. Good parking, and a nice place. Not because it's my alma mater, but it really has one of the nicest halls, as you would know. You went to school there. Yeah.
So thank you so much, Mr. Dr. Anthony Gabby Carter,
Thank
for
you,
your
brother.
time right here on Exclusive One Drop. This your boy Rich Murray saying no, Exclusive One Drop.
That my grandmother was born, great day so. Alright, I say I shall go. You tell me to forget. It is there.